So today we're getting into something that's really shaking things up. It's this big question about generative AI and how it's messing with our ideas of, creativity and even technical work. We've gone through a bunch of sources, and they really make you stop and think, is AI just taking over human skills? Or is it maybe showing us something new about what those skills actually are? It's kind of a spicy topic, touches artists, writers, developers, everyone, really.
This is Sohail Ahmed Podcast. Today we are dive deep into the topic. Is AI taking over?
So this deep dive should help you get your head around it.
Exactly. And the stuff we looked at, it makes it clear this isn't only about art or books. No, it digs deep into AI becoming a code generator. Think about software engineering. That's a massive shift. So yeah, this dive should give you a better view of what's happening across different fields.
Okay, so let's jump right into that that core tension. The sources kept asking this. Is generative AI replacing human creativity, or is it just exposing it? Is this like the death of originality? Or is AI basically a mirror making us rethink what creativity really means for humans? And we're seeing this pop up everywhere, art, writing, and like you said, maybe most urgently in software development right now.
Yeah, it's fascinating how this hits both creative types and, well, tech folks, the developers. I mean, the research shows AI doing some pretty amazing things, sometimes even better than humans at specific repetitive stuff, like, finishing code snippets for you or drafting basic technical documents, that kind of thing. But then the same sources quickly say, hang on, AI fails pretty hard too, especially when you need real nuance or empathy or just a genuinely new idea that wasn't prompted. It's definitely not straightforward.
Right? Not just simple replacement. That difference is key. So if AI starts handling more of the basic creation, what's left for us? And this is where the sources bring up a really interesting idea. Humans shifting roles. Maybe less the only creator and more like the curator, working alongside AI. Think about an artist using AI for hundreds of rough sketches quickly, then focusing their own skill on refining the best one.
Or a developer, yeah. Letting AI handle the boring boilerplate code so they can focus on the big picture, the architecture, solving the hard problems.
Exactly. So it makes you wonder, right, what could this mean for how you engage with your work? Whether it's creative or technical, what's your unique input when AI is in the mix?
And that shift, well, it leads straight into the really tricky part. Ethics. Where is this content coming from? The sources we read raised big flags about deepfakes. Those super realistic fake videos or images, blurs the lines completely. Yeah, it's unsettling. And AI ghostwriting. It's not just for emails anymore. Some sources talked about AI mimicking an author's style so well it could write whole books. That throws up huge questions about who owns what's even authentic.
Yeah, and it's not just theory. Like AI music that sounds exactly like artists who aren't here anymore. It really challenges how we think about originality, about intellectual property.
Definitely. It forces us to confront those ideas.
So, okay, let's bring it back to the practical side. What does this mean for jobs, careers? The sources looked into this too. Which tasks, which jobs might be vulnerable across creative fields, technical fields?
Right, things that involve a lot of repetition, pattern matching, or just churning out massive amounts of basic content. Those seem, well, at risk.
But crucially, it's not all doom and gloom. The sources also talk about totally new roles popping up.
Yeah, things we didn't really have before. Like AI, prompt engineers, people who are experts at talking to the AI. Or AI ethicists trying to navigate those tricky questions we just mentioned.
Or even curation architects. People skilled at guiding and refining what the AI produces. These need different skills, right?
Yeah.
More about collaborating with the AI, not just doing the things it can automate.
So when you pull all these different threads together, the big picture is, well, it's complex. This whole AI and creativity thing, it's definitely not black and white. It's really pushing us, forcing us to rethink what originality even means. What is the unique human contribution now? How does our ingenuity fit in?
Absolutely. It's a massive reevaluation, like you said, not just a tool, but a catalyst. So thinking about all this, with AI writing code, creating images, writing text, to what's left, what's that unique spark, the thing AI can't automate that defines human ingenuity? And maybe the bigger question for you listening is, how will you nurture that spark? How will you cultivate that irreplaceable human bit in this landscape that's changing so fast? Definitely something to think about, considering your own work, your own interests.